We'll see how we can handle the delivery cost in SAP purchasing module. So here we have this scenario where we have this company Maruti Suzuki, vendor A as a supplier of goods, and vendor B as transport broker. Vendor B takes care of transporting the goods from vendor A to the company. The company is first creating a purchase order and sending the purchase order to vendor A. And based on the purchase order, vendor A is sending the goods to the company with the help of vendor B. Along with the goods, vendor A is also sending the invoice for goods. And once the goods are transported, vendor B is sending the invoice for transport cost to the company. Now what company is doing? Company is creating one goods receipt document and one invoice receipt for goods. And also it creates another invoice receipt document for transport cost. Then the company makes the payment of goods to the vendor A, and it makes the payment of transport cost to vendor B. So this is the scenario how we can achieve this. We can achieve this scenario through pricing procedure in SAP. So what are the additional configuration we have to do in order to handle this delivery cost? So at first we have to create one condition type, and we have to maintain the condition type in the respective pricing procedure as statistical condition along with accruals per account key. We have to maintain it as a statistical condition so that the price of this condition is not added to the net price of the goods. And we also have to maintain one accruals or account key so that we can maintain one GL account. To this GL account, the amount of this condition or the amount of this transport cost will be posted during goods receipt and during the posting of invoice receipt for transport cost. Okay, so now let us go to SAP and do the initial configurations. So we'll create one condition type. The T code to create the condition type directly is m/06. New entries. Let's give a name to the condition type. Let's say the D01, and the name of the condition type is delivery cost. Condition class, surcharge or discount. It will be a surcharge, so here we will select A, that is positive. Calculation type. The calculation type can be percentage, fixed amount, quantity, whatever, based on the requirement. So let us put it as percentage. So this price will be calculated from the net price based on the percentage what we enter during PO creation. The condition category will be delivery cost B. Then what else we have to maintain here? Like change which can be made, header condition, item condition, no limitation. We will keep no limitation. Delete amount. Okay, that's enough. And control data. In control data, you can select accruals. See, if you want to post the amount of transport cost to the accruals account, then we have to check this checkbox. Or if we want to post the amount to the account key, then no need to check this checkbox. Let us check. Save. ZD01. Now maintain this condition type in the pricing procedure. M/08 is the transaction code to maintain pricing procedure. Our pricing procedure is ZRM000. We'll maintain our condition at step number 31. The counter exists up to well. So we will add our condition type at step number 31 and counter 13. Let's copy this entry. Our counter number will be 13. Condition type ZD01 from 1. We want to calculate this condition price from the net price, I mean from the gross price. And the condition type for gross price is maintained at step number 1. That PB0 or PBXX, that is maintained at step number 1. So we are entering 1 else. This is the checkbox for marking this condition type as statistical. Okay, so we have to select this checkbox so that this condition is maintained as a statistical condition. And this is the column of account key and column of accruals. See, in the condition type, we have marked that checkbox of accruals, right? So whatever account key, I mean, whatever transaction key we maintain under this column, that transaction key will be considered for posting the amount. So we'll take an existing transaction key FR1. We can also create our own transaction key. I mean, we can create a new transaction key and maintain the same in this column. Okay. So this is maintained, save it. Now we also have to maintain one GL account to this transaction key. As this is an existing transaction key, so hope one GL account should be already maintained. So let's just verify if the GL account is already maintained in this transaction key. So we can check it in transaction code OBYC. FR1, chart of accounts INT. So this is the GL account which is maintained in transaction key FR1. Okay. So these are the configuration we have to do for handling the delivery cost. I said I will show you where we can create the new transaction key. So where we can create the new transaction key, we can create it in the same pricing procedure section. So let's go to that section, transaction key SPRO. SAP reference IMG, material management, purchasing, conditions, define price determination process. Okay, so we have maintained our condition type, and we also have maintained our pricing procedure. We have assigned the condition type to the pricing procedure. So here I told that I will show you how you can create the transaction key or event key. So this is the node where you can create the transaction key. So just go to this node and click here. Here you can create a new transaction key. So like FR1, we have taken the FR1. Okay. So just click on new entries and create your account key. And this is just a code and text. Okay, key and text, nothing else. So we are not creating any new transaction key. We are using the existing transaction key FR1. Okay, so these are the configuration we have to maintain. Now let us create the purchase orders. ME21 and enter code END 100. Material 2062. Your quantity 1. The plant is IN10. Storage location IN01. Okay. So the gross price is taken automatically, which is 1000. Now we have to enter the delivery cost condition manually. As we have not defined the automatic determination process for this condition type, so we have to enter this manually. Okay. We can also define the automatic determination process for this condition type by creating condition table and access sequence and assigning the access sequence to the condition type. That is one way. And another way is we can maintain the condition type in the same purchase info record where this PB00 is maintained. So that whenever this purchase info record is determined, the condition type Z01 also comes from the same purchase info record. So for now, let us enter the condition type manually. Z01, percentage is 3, enter. So we have entered percentage 3, and the price is automatically calculated based on this percentage and the gross price. So the price is 30. But see, the net price is not updated to 1030 because we have maintained this condition as a statistical condition. Okay. In a statistical condition, the price of a statistical condition is not added to the net price. That's why it is not added to the net price. Okay, let's save the purchase order. Wait. See, we also have to maintain the vendor B, right? The transport broker for this condition. So how we will maintain that vendor? We can select this condition type, go to the condition record, sorry, click on the display details button. See, here you can maintain the transport broker. See, by default, the same vendor which is supplying the goods are maintained here. So we'll remove this and we'll maintain the transport broker, which is BR100. Okay. Now go back and save the purchase order. Okay, this purchase order is created. Now let's do the goods receipt. MIGO. Goods receipt, purchase order. Our plant is IN10. Okay. Item okay. Check. Document is okay. Post. Okay, this is the material document posted. Let's check the material document. Let's check the GL account which are determined in this material document. FI documents, accounting document. Okay. So this is the stock account where the total amount is posted. Total amount is 1030. This is GRIR clearing account where the PO price is posted. And this is the freight clearing account. This is the amount which is posted to this GL account. This is the GL account which we have maintained in transaction key FR1. Okay. So this account is credited. Okay. So let's verify if this is the right GL account. Let's go to transaction code WIC. FR1 90 19200. Okay, so this is 19200. Sorry, 19200. Now let us post the invoice. Let us post the invoice receipt for goods first. Miro invoice date. Let's today's date 13. Sorry, 23. Enter the purchase order here. Here we are posting the invoice receipt for goods. So we have to select the goods and service items. Select this tax as 0, input tax 0. The amount is calculated. Here also you have to select one input text. This is also by default selected as 0. Now enter the amount, which is 1000. Again, specify payment period based deadline, baseline date, base date, simulate. There is no error. So these are the GL account determined. So this is the vendor account. Okay. This is the vendor account. And this is the GRI clearing account. Post. Document is created. Let's check in the purchase order history tab. We have not yet posted the invoice receipt for transportation cost. Purchase order history. See, this is the GR document. This GR document entry is created for the goods. This is also created when we posted the GR document. Okay, this is only the material document, same material document. And this entry is created for that delivery cost. Okay. And this is the invoice. Now let us post the invoice for transport cost. Let's send Miro. Invoice date. Enter the same purchase order here. And here we have to select planned delivery cost. Okay, now we are posting the delivery cost. That's why we will select this option. Press enter. See, the amount 30 is calculated because this is the delivery cost which is coming from the purchase order. Tax, input tax 0. Check the input tax here. Input tax would be 0. Baseline date. And now enter the amount 30. Balance 0. Simulate. No error. So now these are the GL account determined. This is the GL account coming from the transport broker vendor, right? This is the transport broker. See, this is a different GL account. And this is the freight clearing account. Now this time the freight clearing account is coming here. Earlier, during the invoice posting for goods, the GR clearing account was coming here. Now this is the freight clearing account is coming. Okay. This is the same account which we have maintained in FR1 transaction key. Okay. This is debited and vendor account is credited. Post. Check the purchase order history tab, which should be updated. Yeah. This is the entry created for invoice posting of delivery cost or transportation cost. Okay, 30.